it's Spider by NextGenTactics.com, and this is a Killzone 3 multiplayer video. We're playing Warzone on Acme or Snowdrift, and this is really, it's more about the fail of a game, and to let you guys know that this may, I'm not going to say it's going to be my one and only multiplayer video for Killzone 3. For one, it's actually in 2 parts. But notwithstanding that, I mean, there are a few reasons why I don't foresee myself playing a whole lot more multiplayer on Killzone 3. One of the biggest things that I loved about Killzone 2 was the fact that you can go in, you can create your own server, you can set up your PS3 as its own server with customized games, you can select the maps that you wanted to play. I mean, you could stick to one map only. Here I'm actually playing engineer because, my main part of my goal was just to run around and repair everything because, it's just kind of fun. And, that's what an engineer's supposed to do, repair stuff and set up turrets and stuff like that. And I got the actual, the Star 3. But, I freaking love the gameplay. And Killzone 3 isn't that far off, from Killzone 2 as far as the gameplay, alright? But like I said, Killzone 2, you could go in, you could set up your PS3 as a server, and you could run one map only if you wanted to. And I think Radic Academy was like the map that I saw most of. You could run pistol-only games. You could run search and destroy-only games. This Killzone 3 is such a fail and a step back from that. I can probably understand or fathom the reasons why they didn't go with that multiplayer model. This guy's trying to kill me. He kind of failed the first time, I think. Oh, and I got saved, but then I got... Oh, no, I didn't get saved. I thought I got saved there. That's close. I got revived. But, no, I don't know. Like, did the multiplayer get so split up that... it wasn't any good, but I could always find a match. I could always find a decent game. I mean, I was actually looking forward to setting up a NextGenTactics server and you guys, all you guys could join in on. But, okay, so that's, fail number 1. That customization, that awesome customization they had in Killzone 2, they really took a step back here. Like, they went back into the Stone Ages when they had what I consider to be the best multiplayer system, match design system out there. And I'm sure there are other games that were kind of similar that had, some pretty good custom multiplayer game setup. But come on, to take such a step back. So that was, my most disappointing thing that I had to deal with when I jumped into Killzone 3. And I don't want to I'm only going to bash this game on a few levels because otherwise I love it. I love the gameplay, I love the classes, I love the strategy and tactics you employ. But you know what? This game has been relegated to capture the tactical spawn points and spawn rape the other team. That's it. That's it. And I'm going to show you an example here. Like, I don't even care. I'm just running in here. I don't care if I die. I'm just going in for the kill. I don't really give a shit. I'm just trying to see how many kills I can rack up now. Like, I started off with, doing repairs and stuff. And now I'm just going for these kills. But we've got the tactical spawn points. Killzone 2, the tactician actually had mobile spawn points. So he'd throw down a flare, or whatever you want to call it, a tactical spawn grenade, and it was a mobile spawn point. You could put it pretty much anywhere. I don't recall actually if you could actually put it within the boundaries of the other team's base. I don't think you could. I mean, there are bots there anyway. But, that was great. And they only lasted a certain period of time, and you only put down so many. So what, Guerrilla Games decided to do was change that whole concept, and I don't see many of the other classes having changed all that much. Like, the engineer is still the engineer. It's pretty much the same as in Killzone 2. There might be slightly different abilities or whatever, unlocks and whatnot, but otherwise it's pretty similar. The tactician is no longer able to drop... Oh my god, that's a nice frag or explosive device or whatever the hell that was. So yeah, the tactician, they're tactical spawn points located at specific spots in the map. So, anybody who's played multiplayer for any period of time playing Warzone knows exactly where those tactical spawn points are. Strategy-wise, I would definitely go with... hold on. I'm just placing a charge. Because we're playing Search, obviously. But, okay, so you got the tactical spawn points. They're in the same location every single time. As soon as you spawn in Warzone, you send out a bunch of tacticians, you grab those spots, and you set up defenses. And then you proceed to spawn rape. So anybody, whoever has the most experience playing multiplayer on one team or the other, pretty much, especially on the smaller maps, you're pretty much guaranteed to take those spawn points, and then you basically spawn rape. That's it. Done. And this is exactly what we're doing here. Do I find it fun? No, man. And, I don't do that shit. I don't do it in Call of Duty. I don't do it on this game. I don't consider it fun. I want a challenge. I don't want to spawn rape the other team. There's plenty of other people and videos that you can watch of people doing that, and frankly, I'm not interested in that at all. I like playing tactics. I like playing tactics to win, and I don't consider, grabbing the tactical spawn points and just setting up spawn rapage at the enemy base. I don't consider that fun, and it's pretty much why I'm not going to play this game. I'm not going to play this multiplayer unless Guerrilla Games comes out and does something drastic. I'm not going to do it. And here I am. I'm just replenishing on my explosives, and I'm just going to drop these in the enemy base. I'm going to actually throw them up top. There's the enemy base up there. I'm just going to throw a bunch of these up top. And actually, in a previous game, I got a hell of a lot more kills with those than I did in this game. But I think I do end up getting a few kills regardless. So, I really didn't see anything wrong with the tactician spawn points, the mobile spawn points. So I'm not sure why they got rid of it. But everything else about this game I really do like, but it just gets ruined by these things that I'm talking about here. And one thing I will note, I don't think I've ever done it in a Call of Duty game. Maybe I have, but very, very infrequently. Maybe one video if I ever have. I have done it a couple times in Bad Company 2, where I actually do end up spawn trapping the enemy team. But I don't end up playing those types of games, and usually it was more so on whether it be like a domination type game or whatnot. Never really in rush games, which I primarily like to play is the rush game type. And it's pretty tough to do. You can't really spawn rate people in Search and Destroy either. So I think that's why I really gravitate towards those types of games, because they're much more. I'm not going to say that spawn raping isn't tactical, because it is, but I'm looking for something a little more tactical than that when I play a multiplayer game. So just going back to the custom game configuration and the server setup, you can only play 3 types of games here. It's either Guerrilla Warfare, which is a team deathmatch type game, Warzone, which is the combination of five or so different game types, and then Operations. And Operations is actually kind of cool. That's probably the only other game type that I'd enjoy playing. But it would be it would have been awesome if they could have had custom game types, and you can set it up so that. And I'm trying to actually melee a few guys here, but I'm coming up short apparently. But it'd be good if you could set up a custom game and you could disable tactical spawn points. Boom. Then your problem is nearly entirely solved. Although the gameplay, this guy runs right by me, and I don't even get him, and the bot gets him. Hey guys, we now have our own website. Actually, we've always had our own website, but why not follow us on there? There you'll find all our videos conveniently sorted into playlists by game, as well as videos from many other directors that are part of our NGT network.